Hello dear students, this video is the continuation of our previous topic, that is Internet Key Exchange header and payload formats. I have already discussed the header format, and in this video I am going to discuss about Internet Key Exchange payload format. All Internet Key Exchange payloads begin with the same generic payload header as shown in this figure. The next payload field, this one, has a value of 0 if this is the last payload in the message. Otherwise, its value is the type of the next payload. The payload length field, this one, indicates the length in octets of this payload, including the generic payload header. The critical bit is 0 if the sender wants the recipient to skip this payload if it does not understand the payload type code in the next payload field of the previous payload. It is set to 1 if the sender wants the recipient to reject this entire message if it does not understand the payload type. The table, this table, summarizes the payload types defined for Internet Key Exchange and lists the fields and parameters that are part of each payload. The security association payload is used to begin the establishment of an security association. The payload has a complex hierarchical structure. The payload may contain multiple proposals. Each proposal may contain multiple protocols. Each protocol may contain multiple transforms, and each transform may contain multiple attributes. These elements are formatted as a substructure within the payload as follows. That is proposal, transform, and attribute. First one, proposal. This substructure includes a proposal number, a protocol ID, an indicator of the number of transforms, and then a transform substructure. If more than one protocol is to be included in a proposal, then there is a subsequent proposal substructure within the same proposal number. Next, transform. Different protocols support different transform types. The transforms are used primarily to define cryptographic algorithms to be used with a particular protocol. Next, attribute. Each transform may include attributes that modify or complete the specification of the transform. An example is key length. Next, we will discuss Internet Key Exchange payload types one by one. I already discussed this security association type. Next, key exchange payload. The key exchange payload can be used for a variety of key exchange techniques, including O'Kelly, Diffie-Hellman, and the RSA based key exchange used by PGP. The key exchange data field contains the data required to generate a session key and is dependent on the key exchange algorithm used. Next, the identification field. It is used to determine the identity of communicating peers and may be used for determining authenticity of information. Typically, the ID data field will contain an IPv4 or IPv6 address. Next, the certificate request. Certificate, this one. It transfers a public key certificate. The certificate encoding field indicates the type of certificate or certificate related information. Next one is certificate request. This payload requests the certificate of the other communicating entity. Next one is authentication. The authentication payload contains data used for message authentication purposes. Next one is the nonce. This payload contains random data used to guarantee liveness during an exchange and to protect against replay attacks. Next, notify. This payload contains either error or status information associated with this security association or this security association negotiation. Next one is the delete payload. The delete payload indicates one or more security associations that the sender has deleted from its database, and that therefore they are no longer valid. Next is the vendor ID. The vendor ID payload contains a vendor defined constant. The constant is used by vendors to identify and recognize remote instances of their implementations. This mechanism allows a vendor to experiment with new features while maintaining backward compatibility. Next, the traffic selector payload. This payload allows peers to identify packet flows for processing by IP security services. The encrypted payload. The encrypted payload contains other payloads in encrypted form. The encrypted payload format is similar to that of ESP. It may include an IV if the encryption algorithm requires it, and an ICV if authentication is selected. The configuration payload. The configuration payload is used to exchange configuration information between IKE peers. Last one, the Extensible Authentication Protocol EAP. This payload allows Internet Key Exchange Security Associations to be authenticated using Extensible Authentication Protocol. Thank you.